a gym.
And we kick things off with the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, The Rock.
Not just electrifying, but storied. This man comes from wrestling royalty. A third-generation member of the Anoa'i dynasty, The Rock is as tough and hard-hitting as anyone on the family tree. Plus, you add in the sheer charisma of a Hollywood star. The man is an icon. No two ways about it.
A star he is indeed, looking to add another hit to his resume here tonight.
And standing on the opposite side of the ring is Austin Theory. We've seen there are no depths Theory won't.
Oh, what a shot.
Arm control here, gonna roll through. The Maestro.
Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
Not time to expect victory yet.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Just ground makes the cover. Strong kick out there.
He's not even close to being done yet.
The Rock left an opening for the counter. Lariat. What are we going to see from Theory?
Lift off through the air and connects. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Boom, one step ahead there.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Uh-oh. And he retaliates. Ah, look at this. Arm breaker. While The Rock might be the great one, things have changed quite a bit in the ring since Rock's heyday.
Yeah, but remember, Rock was born into this. It's what The Rock was made to do. I don't think it matters if it's been a year or blast off.
From the top of a diving hammer strike. That there was enough to shake even The Rock's confidence.
Yeah, as Theory is definitely feeling even cockier here.
And Theory's maintaining the advantage now.
The Rock's got to find a way to defend himself.
Going to be agonizing for the arm. The Rock saw that one coming.
He's managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
Could be the tide turner The Rock desperately needed.
Caught with a punch. Trap the arm. And the neck breaker. Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
Tying up their opponent. Brainbuster across the knee. Theory making the hurting he put on him look oh so impressive.
And Theory, a tap down.
There won't be any coming back for The Rock now.
There's two. Oh, he just kicked out.
Getting his shoulder up there seemed like muscle memory for The Rock.
And for a silver spoon kid like Theory, you have to think he's getting more frustrated by the second.
Theory looking for a win in the now. Will that clinch it for Theory?
Two. And that'll finally do it. A victory. Here is your winner, Austin. Ready to live in the now, Austin Theory has had quite the career so far. The youngest United States champion of all time. Say what you want about him, but Theory's abilities are nothing short of amazing.
And the sky is the limit for someone of Theory's caliber. Not that there are many superstars of his caliber.
There's no telling just how far Austin Theory will go with this kind of career trajectory.
Despite his busy schedule, the only thing that Brahma Bull wants to do now is lay the smackdown on his opponent. Hey, Corey, do you smell that?
Byron, leave the catchphrases to the great one. But yes, we all smell what The Rock is cooking. There, you made me say it.
See, that wasn't too bad. And we've watched him target that arm for some time now.
Austin with an explosive sequence here.
Yeah, Theory's proving hard to keep up with.
Oh, and a stop. Tearing down the leg now.
Really just laying it in. Nice, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Specifically targeting the leg.
We've got the arm trapped. Looking for the nice strong cradle.
And a shoulder in the air.
He's far from finished.
Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
Look at this. This can't be good.
Put down face first. Uh-oh.
Ouch. That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner.
Bang! He finds a counter. Heading back into the ring now. Up on those shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
And he's staggering to his feet, about to head right into danger.
And now he's back into the ring. Waist lock. Able to counter. Look at fighting out.
Manages to fight out with a series of punches.
Brainbuster across the knee.
Theory showing off as much as he... Theory looking for a win in the now. Hits a town down. The Great One is down. The Rock is down. What heart, what resilience we are seeing from The Rock. This one is not over.
And for a silver spoon kid like Fit.
And Theory,
A-town down.
can Theory close this?
And Theory takes it.
Here is your winner, Austin Theory. Dispensed in King's Justice. There are notes on arm wrestling right. Villagers saw possible lights in the sky. Dozens of people gathered to observe lights surrounding the countryside for over. It is possible to see in the sky that long ago summer's eve was merely a series.
We've got Austin Theory in the ring here. Theory sees himself as the undeniable future of this business.
From his perspective, no one else is truly on his level. Theory believes it's only a matter of time before he is the biggest name this industry has ever seen.
Well, tonight Theory has a chance to get one step closer to making that dream a reality.
But it doesn't matter who you are when you're going up against the Great One. The Rock has the confidence of 100 superstars, the strength of 3 men, and the sheer will to fight through anything to achieve greatness in the ring.
I'll at least agree that The Rock's self-confidence is on another level. He doesn't believe anyone is his equal and is always ready to get in the ring and prove it. Corner and a couple back elbows to follow.
Discouraging situation for the People's Champion.
Looking at a fired-up Austin Theory.
Hard to believe, but it looks like he just dimmed some of The Rock's shine.
Yeah, and Theory had him well measured.
Right to the face. Here he goes for the win. No, he kicks out.
Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up.
Oh, and Theory fights back.
right to the leg.
Wow, what a pump kick. Corey, is there anything you see that a savvy competitor could use against Austin Theory? A weakness that can be capitalized on?
It would have to be his overconfidence, Cole. Sure, it's well-deserved, but it does lead to Theory tending to underestimate his opponents. So you can definitely use that fact to your advantage and catch Theory by surprise with some hard-hitting offense.
And Theory is keeping the match at his pace.
The Rock has to devise a new plan here.
The Rock, couple of clotheslines.
An elbow to the side of the face. There's some power behind that punch. Oh, man. Inside out. The People's Champ. Are you ready for the most electrifying move in all of entertainment? Timed his defense perfectly.
He has to be suffering here.
I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in a towel, though.
Stop.
Oh, I heard a snap.
Bang!
Crossing the legs.
Brainbuster to the knee.
Theory showing off there with that move.
Looking good and being a...
Theory looking for a win in the now.
The Rock is becoming a bloody mess in there.
He was almost finished.
Okay, this crowd just got the hairs on their arms raised as the most electrifying man in all of entertainment is...
And Theory tapped down.
Can that finish the Rock off?
2K. Finally, monumental victory. Here is your winner, Austin.
There was one alleged incident from Britain in 1954 that perhaps provides a bridge between the supernatural and a space-age understanding. Cannock Chase is a village in the northwest of England. During the deep Great Woods, a 1,000-year-old settlement provided picturesque escape, a place for picnics and long walks with the dog. But when night falls, the woodland becomes a lush settlement place with a few thousand people who call Cannock home, as well as a barrier between the community and the brighter cities miles away.
There's no shortage of ego when it comes to Austin Theory.
I would say that Theory has earned every ounce of ego he has, Cole. The man has already exceeded many superstars at a very, very young age. That kind of success warrants some bragging rights.
Well, I don't deny he does back up his words in the ring.
And across the way is a man who needs good. Then shut up, Saxton. Don't let the Hollywood smile fool you. The Rock still runs a successful side business at the SmackDown Hotel. And I think he's found his next customer. I could have done that.
And that holds Theory back.
Oh, wicked kick to the lower back. He's in a bad place. This is where it could all end for him. Closed fist punch to the jaw. That's one way to break up a move.
Clothesline. That was definitely an attempt to take off some of the Rock's shine there.
Yeah, his Theory absolutely has adding insult to injury on his mind.
Shoulders down.
Is it enough?
And he gets the shoulder up before two.
An emphatic kick out, and there's still a lot of game left here.
Every counter being answered with another.
Overhead, belly to belly by the Great One.
Oh, he cuts it off.
Picture perfect drop kick. The cockiness of Theory on full display. Rock floats over into the DDT.
And nothing for Theory to feel cocky about there.
Yeah, The Rock putting focus to the task at hand.
The Rock, couple of clotheslines. And then a big one.
Ooh. Big boot to the gut and a thunderous forearm to follow.
Crossing the legs.
Brainbuster across the knee. Theory's size and strength on full display with that one.
Oh, target of the arm. Oh, God, that hurt.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
Oh, putting focus on the arm here. The Rock hoping to head this attack off with a pass.
I like what we're...
And Theory, a towel down.
There won't be any coming back for The Rock now.
Stomp in the leg. Ooh, well measured.
Oh! He can't seem to find any answer here.
I'm positive this wasn't in his game plan, but if he wants to survive this match, he needs to come up with a new plan ASAP. Stalking his prey, ready to strike. He's able to avoid heavy contact. Good golly, Miss Mo.
Well, the advantage is turned towards Theory.
Theory is picking up steam.
Austin Theory about to take his opponent A-town down.
Can Theory close this?
2. Wow, just barely making it out.
What? Guys, I really thought The Rock was about to be beat.
And Theory clearly thought he had it there. He might have to consider a new strategy at this point.
Oh, I heard a snap.
Crackle, pop. He's got the Great One measured up. Rock is staggering.
Theory looking for a win in the now. Hits A-town down. Hits it again, and that's got it.
What a win for Theory.
Here is your winner, Austin Theory.
Here is your winner, Austin Theory.
Like him or not, tonight,
And this has turned into a brawl. Forget about any match. This is a street fight. And an impactful display of offense we just witnessed there.
And the parking lot continues to be the most dangerous place to settle your disputes.
Oh.
Bicycle knee strike. Ouch.
Pulls the trigger.
Boom. A knee strike.
Bam.
Ooh, sharp kick. Come on, I think a point has been made in this one. This is not the place anyone should be in now.
Too late, Byron.
And a stop to the gut.
Ooh.
Boom. Bicycle knee strike.
On the jaw.
Oh, Gunther put a stop to that.
Just how much pent-up frustration must there be between these superstars to not even be able to wait for an official match to settle things?
Well, I don't know how pent up it is anymore, Saxton, but sometimes you just have to fight it out, free of any of the confines of the ring or the officials. This isn't about having a decisive winner. This is about letting that frustration out.
Able to slip away.
Bicycle knee to the face.
I don't know what these superstars are thinking.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it's not good. That's a parking area, not a wrestling ring.
Oh, what a chop.
That'll light you up.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack. Boom. Red means stop, and so does that.
Cars, ambulances, all manners of weaponry. We might be looking at the point of no return here.
A reversal. He saw that coming.
Ciampa one step ahead.
Vicious right forearm. Ciampa wants to end this.
Wow, what impact.
Project Ciampa.
Catches the leg.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate. Butterfly double underhook up and
Fairy tale ending.
Exposed concrete. It's just the first hazard you see in this area. There are about 100 ways this could be ending in disaster.
And a stop to the gut, too.
And that's another well-placed attack to his head and neck area. Ciampa's attack is thwarted. Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face.
dueling reversals. The ring general showing off his power.
Driven down with the powerbomb. He got out of dodge just in time.
A calculating look from Ciampa, planning his next move.
Ciampa, fairy tale ending.
Crushing knee strike.
Gunther's out of it. Completely in peril. Here comes Ciampa.
Double underhook applied. Up.
Please stay down.
Looks like you get your wish, Saxton. This brawl is over. Extreme Rules underway here. No countouts, no DQs, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
There's no place for grace or honor in Extreme Rules. You have to use anything and everything you can get your hands on as a weapon, preferably before they're used on you.
Ouch.
Oh, look at this. What a headbutt.
Caught the leg.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
Corey, in an Extreme Rules match, what do you think is the best winning strategy?
Winning, Cole. In an Extreme Rules match, you basically have to settle for merely surviving. But to answer your question, I'd say stay
From the middle rope. Oh, what a splash. She might need to regroup.
Chelsea's decision-making certainly looked effective there.
Hits the drop kick. Chelsea just can't stop this attack.
Chelsea needs to find a way to reverse her fortunes.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. Sharp chop.
Chelsea looking evasive. She turns that attack away. Oh, what a form.
Super kick.
Side Russian leg sweep, takedown, and rapid fire rights over and over.
Ooh, great agility on display.
That ego of Chelsea's has to be growing after that attack.
Chelsea Green with the arm pretty her. Did Chelsea get enough of it?
Oh, this could be over. 2. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Chelsea Green.
Tag team matchup where a team's cohesion is put to the ultimate test. All set for action. We're starting off with Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill. And on the other side of the ring, they are facing off with Precious Silver and Sammy Vortex.
Both sides in this match know that tag team competition is a very specific, very unique art form. We're going to see just who will be the better team here tonight.
Jumping complete shot.
Face first. Can Morgan clinch this one?
And a drop kick. Liv has the shoulders down. This could be it.
Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Liv Morgan and Jade.
Here we go with the tag matchup the WWE Universe has been salivating for. We'll start this one off with Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Trish Stratus, and Roxanne Perez. And we'll see if they're prepared for tag team action as they go head-to-head with Trish Stratus, Chyna, Lita, and Molly Holly.
Quick tags and staying fresh are imperative in a tag match. The question is, which duo has the better teamwork to stick to that strategy? Has their opponent in a surfboard stone.
On the attack from behind. Textbook neck breaker.
Wow.
Oh, roundhouse connects.
Liv gets her back. Oh, double knee face buster. And some say the only limit in a no DQ is your own imagination.
Right, so Saxton wouldn't stand a chance. For everyone else, though, the sky is the limit. Anything you wish you could do to get a win, you can probably arrange it here. So my advice is to hold nothing back.
Propped up in the corner.
And Trish gets countered.
A jumping complete shot.
Face first. Liv ending this fight right there.
And a drop kick.
Picture perfect.
Drop kick.
Oh, cover. Hoping to end this. Wow, got it. Big time tag team win.
Here are your winners, the team of Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Trish Stratus,
And you can already hear the roar of the crowd as this ladder match gets underway.
That's because there is no way to predict what we're about to see in this match, Michael. A ladder match really is the epitome of high risk, high reward. Drop kick finds the spot. Morgan's starting to think she might have this one in the bag.
All right, we got it the first time. Let's get back to business. Is there any strategy to a ladder match, or is it just pure chaos?
Well, sometimes chaos is the strategy, Cole. If there's constant action and ladders flying everywhere, you can at least be sure no one else is safely making their climb.
Climbing up the turnbuckle here.
Long fall and even harder from the top. Whoa, look out.
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes. Getting that ladder in position.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Kick from behind. Look, Morgan gaining the upper hand.
Bianca needs to figure things out.
Both knees into the face.
Morgan bringing down the hammer.
The WWE Universe rallying behind Liv. Oh, man.
Hands on, but can't quite grab it. Here she goes. Can she grab it?
Grabs it, and the ladder match is over.
Here is your winner, Liv Morgan.
Two stacked multi-superstar teams set for action in this tag contest.
You have to wonder if some of these alliances are tenuous at best. It's rare to get two superstars on the same page. Add any more to the equation, and it's basically a miracle.
Reversal from Morgan.
Liv Morgan not backing down. Not now, not ever.
Oh, right to the gut. That can make an opening for her.
Oh, man, drop kick. Morgan and the WWE Universe exchanging their appreciation for each other.
Liv got caught with a reversal. Has to find a way out of this. Turns it around. Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though.
From behind, chop block. Morgan with the arm into a hammerlock, steps through, look out. Oh, SOS.
Oh, the offense catching up with her now.
Liv caught her opponent with that innovative attack.
Jumping complete shot.
Will that overtake Becky? Boom.
And a drop kick.
Picture perfect.
Oh, drop kick. Oh, clothesline. Momentum is running away from Becky fast.
Yeah, Liv has Becky all out of sorts here.
Great defense by Morgan.
Liv behind, hammerlock applied.
Into an SOS. And quickly into the cover.
Might be in trouble.
She gets the shoulder up.
She just will not go away.
The jumping complete shot.
Face first.
Liv could have this one.
And a drop kick.
Picture perfect. Across the top rope.
Went for the leg cover. That might be it.
And that's it. Scores the win for the team.
Here are your winners. The team of Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Trish Stratus, and Roxanne Perez.
And a very strong performance here from tonight's winner.
A win's a win, and it's also all that matters here in WWE. Good job.
Time to test how well these superstars work together. It's a good old tag team match. We'll start this one off with Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Trish Stratus, and Roxanne Perez. And they'll be in for one hell of a tag team match as they square up with Charlotte, Trish Stratus, Bianca Belair, and Becky Lynch.
And trust is key to victory in a match like this. If you don't have a tag partner you can rely on, you might as well pack it in now.
Jumping complete shot.
Liv could have this one.
Given the no disqualification modifier on this match, Corey, what kind of tactics should you expect to see here?
Ruthless.
Cover, cover, this could be it. And a kick out somehow with 2.5.
Wow. This is where desperation becomes a factor. Time to pull out all the stops.
Goes behind, hammerlock applied.
Into an SOS.
Turning it into the pin.
2 count.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match.
Here are your winners. The team of Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Trish Stratus, and Roxanne Perez.
A big win and the celebration has begun.
Hard to argue with another notch in the win column, especially one like that.
Time to put these teams to the test in this one under traditional tag rules. All set for action. We're starting off with Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill. They've got their hands full across the ring with Zoe Stark and Zelina Vega.
And communication for these teams is going to be key in this one. A complete focus on teamwork is the only way to win.
Jumping complete shot.
That's it. Stark is out.
And a drop kick.
Picture perfect.
Liv has the shoulders down. This could be it.
Got it. What a match and what a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill.
And these two really do make the perfect pair.
The wrestling gods have truly blessed this union. I fully expect to see more showings like this going forward from this duo.
And here we go with this tag team matchup. All set for action. We're starting off with Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Trish Stratus, and Roxanne Perez. And across from them, then we have Liv Morgan.
Jumping complete shot.
Does Rodriguez have any fight left?
It's hard to imagine there's really much of a strategy in a DQ match. This could be it for Raquel.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners, the team of Liv Morgan
Teams are in their respective corners for this tag match. We'll start this one off with Liv Morgan. Now looking at Liv Morgan.
Jumping complete shot. Can Liv put things away here?
And a drop kick.
Picture perfect.
Drop kick on target. Cover on Bayley. This could be the end.
Whoa, just in time.
I thought this thing was over.
Liv has the shoulders down. This could be it. She kicks out with force.
What stamina. It's truly impressive to completely beat the count here.
Oh, double knee.
She has her down for the count. Oh, no. The official just got caught in a bad position.
Morgan gets intercepted. Being placed in the corner here. To the face. Had that one telegraphed.
Jumping complete shot. Can that finish Bayley? Boom! This has to be it.
Big time win in this tag team match.
Here are your winners. The team of...
A big-time ladder match getting started here, guys. All eyes set on the prize, hanging 20 feet above the ring.
This is always a thrilling match. Always a moment for a superstar to capture the spotlight.
Down with a roundhouse. Okay, now she's rubbing salt in the wound.
Leading her into the corner now.
And now she's making it to the top rope here.
From the top. Diving senton.
And Raquel wasn't as focused as she should be and paid for it there. Extraordinary offense from Morgan.
Raquel's got to find her spot and take advantage.
And she re-enters the ring. Smack dab in the center of the ring.
Perfect placement.
Clothesline. What a way to get countered. Oh, there's a response against Raquel. How do you know when it's the right moment to make the climb in a ladder match?
Well, here's the thing, Cole. You never really know for sure. You have to take the risk when the moment feels right and hope your opponent doesn't make it in time to stop you. It's all a guessing game.
She's tossed right out of the ring.
From the top. Good Lord, taking flight.
From up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Drop kick.
Great athleticism.
Oh, she retaliates. Manages to reverse it.
Knees meet face. Morgan popping off like a firecracker.
Into the ring again now. Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? This is the chance. Could be the only one.
Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge.
Trust me when I tell you, this unhooks it. She wins the ladder match.
Here is your winner, Liv Morgan.
That was the kind of match that both makes and breaks careers, but right now we are looking at someone who was just made by that ladder match. Putting teamwork to the test in this match under traditional tag rules. We'll start this one off with Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Trish Stratus, and Roxanne Perez. And they'll have their work cooperating cut out for them here, dealing with Trish Stratus, Chyna, Lita, and Molly Holly.
You know this is a tough match for superstars who don't play well with others. You really need to find a way to properly mix your skills with your partners.
Showing off the quickness. That'll turn things around in a hurry.
Catching a drop kick.
So strong is Liv's connection with the fans. Let's see if they can keep her in this fight.
Ooh, what a forearm club. Oh, foot, meet face.
Jumping complete shot.
Can Morgan clinch this one?
Paint a picture for me, Corey. Hypothetically, what are some tactics? Live with a leg cover. That might be
it. Scores the win. What a great team.
Here are your winners. The team of Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill,
Alright, let's get to the grind, I guess. Hang on a minute, guys, just let me... Give me a moment.
Normally tall and pale.
Alright, that's better. Oh, this is gonna be a long ass grind.
Until after 20 minutes, he abruptly smiled and left. The woman watched a stranger walk slowly down the street. Rather than
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your... And I think we just might see!
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and talk about giving a DDT with authority.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
And they score the win. What a tag match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
MFP's almost uniformly claimed to have been dispatched on a
What are we, only like
defense.
210k away from another box? Hopefully we actually get a glow in this one.
Secret services, including MI5, MI6, GCHQ, and various other agencies that are involved to
Because if you all watch the last pool video, we ain't get shit.
It has become common for foreigners at the FBI and CIA to make public speeches, issue press releases, and give media interviews.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their way.
What's JD in for?
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and we can't overlook how devastating that DDT was.
There it is.
Now the pin.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
It will seldom be pressed any specifics about who they are and who they work for. Simply stating they're on the Minister of Defense business will be understood to be the limits of
So WrestleMania Night 1 is done and dusted, and it was predictable. Nothing really
The
shocking to
Judgment
be
Day has turned
watching
themselves into one of the most formidable
weekly.
groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just go...
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here? DDT. Jacob about to end this fight.
Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. Oh, he kicked out.
I thought that was game over. Pure guts to kick out there.
And it may just take going to the well one more time with that maneuver to gain the pinfall.
Samoan drop.
Wasting no time. Into the cover.
And it's over. Big tag team win there.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu, The Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Woody Van.
We're just gonna cruise through this and
that alone once more the fucking
yeah.
The ex-cop noted that his compass needle was spinning for many minutes after this encounter. The man contacted several famous British ufologists along with a local newspaper.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point, Byron. Judgment Day has made a pretty successful career out of bending the rules and using any advantage they can find in the ring.
He has a hold of JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Spiked. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
And that's it. Scores the win for the team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
This wasn't the first time he'd been on a road with scary men. So he told a white lie. That the negative had been entrusted to a friend for safekeeping. This was a half-truth. In fact, the negative
That
noting ufologists
230k seems so far away at the moment. It's my fault for taking a couple of days off and not grinding, but oh well, here we are.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point, Bob.
What's JD in for?
And looking at Jacob Fatu. And a heck of a DDT we just witnessed.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob.
asked him where did he find the very train that they were stood next to. And given the obvious answer, fixed the man with glare. He walked away. The ufologist continued his journey to the Central London Hotel where the UFO conference would be taking place, and was alarmed to find the three men in black sitting in the hotel lobby staring at him. The ridiculous question at the train station was clearly a means to ensure that the UFO...
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their...
And here we go! And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Boom! DDT!
Jacob about to end this fight.
Looking for the victory. 2 count.
Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob.
Very specific freedom of information request to the National Archives. His grandfather had served in the Royal Air Force during the Second World War. While returning from a dogfight with the Germans over the English Channel, he encountered a circular UFO that matched his Spitfire plane for speed for 7 minutes. Nothing like the pilot had seen before, and it accelerated away at speeds not even experimental jet engines were close to.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just go take...
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT!
Jacob about to end this fight.
There's 2.
Big time win in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Churchill took the reports of his pilots very serious. He even discussed them with U.S. General Dwight Eisenhower. Among the thousands of words released by the British government was this quote from Churchill. This event should be immediately classified. It would create mass panic among the general population and destroy one's belief in the church. Would Churchill have used such dramatic words if he believed the mysterious crowd?
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their...
What's JD in for?
And looking at Jacob Fatu. And planted them with a well-executed DDT. Quickly transition, shoulders are down.
Uh-oh.
just an incredible wherewithal to get the shoulder up.
Hey, you would think he'd be out of it after taking that maneuver. Listen, that should have ended things. And look at his face. At this point, you have to believe he's losing some faith in himself.
Down with the Samoan drop.
And cover now for the match. 2.
Wow, got it. Big time tag team win.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Encounter with the Men in Black, and more should move over and catch-all explanation for a phenomenon that spans centuries as well as continents.
We're getting there.
The hundreds of reported visitations by alleged MIBs, a percentage will undoubtedly be the work of hoaxers and attention seekers. But those types of hoaxes are quickly debunked by ufologists. Take, for example, the supposed footage of 2 MIBs recorded in a Canadian hotel in 2012. That alleged MIB sighting was exposed almost...
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their way.
Yeah, Judgment Day won't rest until there's nobody left to oppose them, until they have completely taken over WWE. Guys, if this match wants to live up to the rich history here in Minneapolis, it's absolutely going to have to deliver. And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter.
Once more, setting it up. This spells trouble for McDonough.
Follows up, shoulders down. 2.
Got it. What a match and what a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of...
In those cases, the best explanation we have to consider is Albert Bender's assertion that some of them do not merely know about an alien presence on Earth, but they are, in fact, the aliens themselves.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point, Byron. Judgment Day has made a pretty successful career out of bending the rules and using any advantage they can find in the ring.
Setting up.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Jacob about to end this fight. Oh, going right into the pin.
There's 2.
Scores the win. What a great team.
Yep.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu, The Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Wade Barrett.
Being taken down in this manner will only make the Judgment Day more ruthless and more vengeful.
This type of defeat will force the Judgment Day to strike back. There will be severe repercussions with devastating impact.
Why would they still be here if they... Why would I make them so uncomfortable? Who are you people?
So what do you think is the biggest threat right now?
I think the biggest threat's the FBI, the NSA, and their counterparts in foreign governments. I mean, these are all essentially...
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn? He has a hold of JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT.
Wow. Jacob about to end this fight.
2.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Uh,
Men in Black is a concept that's been in the UFO field since really the beginning of UFO
So we're like 200k away at the moment,
There are cases where a UFO witness or someone who has some connection to the UFO
so here we go.
phenomenon is then accosted by usually...
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point, Byron. Judgment Day has made him.
He has all the JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT.
This spells trouble for McDonough. 2.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Especially if they threaten you or threaten your family, and you're not sure if they're from another planet or not.
Historical accounts of the Men in Black recall the overwhelming sensation of fear experienced by those who have had prior encounters with UFOs or something out of the extraordinary.
This is gonna be a long ass grind, guys, because I am so far behind, but you see, here we do it. We'll get there.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can...
What's JD in for?
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and that was a hell of a DDT there.
Is that all she wrote for McDonough?
2.
Scores a win. What a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob
dog, actually. And he sees 6 discs. In the air. We're talking, this is June 1947. This is actually right before, a couple of days before Kenneth Arnold's famous...
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point.
What's JD in for?
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and that was an expertly executed DDT. Covers, wasting no time.
This could be it.
And they score the win. What a tag match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Yes, slowly gonna get there, guys.
Come toward it, according to his description. And this
Actually, I
releases material.
don't even know what manager I've got
like
on.
some kind of slag that is like a rocky type of material that comes out. And according to what
And
said, some of this
in
material...
case you guys missed it and wondering what the card is, it's just a Faction Wars card, and it
After
was
the object lost its material, it
Piper.
regained its stability, and all of these objects
which, yeah.
departed. So Dahl spoke to his supervisor, Fred Chrisman. Here's where the Men in Black scenario comes in with Harold Dahl. The next day, what it comes down to is there's a diner. There was a diner in that area where he's having breakfast the next day, and he has a conversation with this mysterious man he's never met before. Dahl initially expected this man was a lumber dealer, and he was expecting just to do a standard business arrangement with this guy. He dealt with strangers all the time who were interested in lumber. It turns out this man was nothing of the sort. This man then relates every single thing that had happened to Dahl the previous day. And he
Okay,
knew
yeah,
all
I'm
about
good
it.
with Heyman.
To Dahl's shock. I mean, that would be a shocking thing for him to experience. And this mysterious man essentially said, look, you're just going to leave this alone, and you're not going to pursue this in any way whatsoever. You know it's good for you. And so, that's an intimidating experience for so many reasons. You can imagine poor Harold Dahl thinking, this is 1947. You're in a America in 1947, you're not under the assumption that you're living in a surveillance state. And so imagine the shock he had to have felt thinking, wait, what? How do you know about anything that happened to me? Yes.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point. And you know what's next, guys? And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Down by the DDT.
Is that all she wrote for McDonough? And that's it. Scores the win for the team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
They load all of this slag material onto a Air Force transport. Actually, this is Army Air Corps at the time. This is just before the Air Force has become an independent, unified entity, separate from the Army. So they come up from McCord Airfield in California to acquire this material, and they do. And on their way back from Maury Island, their plane catches fire and goes down, and they die.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their way. He has a hold of JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Implanted by the DDT.
Is that all she wrote for McDonough? Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
There's no question about it, Jim. I'm just talking about normal government agents here. In black suits, you know they're carrying sort of a serious, we're here, and you don't want to mess with this kind of attitude about them. And even though they're very nice and very calm, there's no question about the fact that there is an aura of intimidation that you could cut with a knife.
So relating to the story of a man named Albert Bender, who also had a very interesting experience in which Bender was one of the earliest organizers of kind of civilian UFO groups. The International
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when time to end this?
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
2 count.
And it's over. Big tag team win there.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Very, very big year. According to Project Blue Book, which was doing investigations and taking reports, that was by far the biggest year they had. So you could say that Project Blue Book was, you could say the first ATIP, the Advanced Aerial Threat Identification Program that we've learned about since then. But Blue Book, they had over 1,500 UFO reports for that year, which is all pre-internet. To get that many reports that people send in, that's a lot. A lot of those were very intense.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point. Oh, here we go. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Lights out. DDT connects. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Got it. What a match and what a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
That's how big it was. So in the midst of all that, you have a young guy like Bender who is investigating this on his own, and he's getting contributions from other writers, and he's got a decent publication going. It's quite successful.
Now, this blew up and went international immediately. Within that first year, he already had offices in the UK and also Australia. And you have to realize this is long...
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn?
This looks like the set for two.
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and that was some brutal impact on that DDT.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Two.
Wow, got it. Big time tag team win.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob.
And no one hears from Al Defender. He just makes his quick announcement. I'm done. We're not doing this anymore. See ya.
Nobody really knew what truly happened. Gray Barker, a writer and publisher at that time, also involved in the UFO community, tried to get some details out of him and published a few scant details during the mid-1950s.
Here we
but never
go
really got
again.
a clear answer. But then in the early
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly. Good. Uh-oh, we know what's next. They're about to end this fight.
Into the pin. There's two.
Got it. What a match and what a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Three strange men. He would go into his bedroom at night, and all of a sudden, three shadowy figures would materialize through the walls. Now, these figures were very dark in nature. They were wearing hats, almost like a fedora style, and they had glowing eyes. Now, when I first heard this story, coming from a paranormal background like I do, I immediately thought of shadow people, hat-wearing shadow entities that many people talk about.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your...
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
DDT! Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it? Cashing in on that effort. Two!
Big time win in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Extras from some other world that had come to our planet to harvest resources down in Antarctica. They were harvesting these resources out of the water. They were here on a 15-year mission to do so, and Albert Bender could not say anything about the true nature of what he had observed when he was interacting with him, why he had disbanded the International Flying Saucer Bureau until these...
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always?
Oh, yeah, settle down, Day-Day.
Going for the pin. Denying a 2 count there.
He clearly has no intention of staying down. Massive miscalculation on that one. This will turn your lights out in a hurry.
Samoan driver.
That was the most dangerous position for any competitor to ever be in. You gotta hope there was no irreparable damage done.
A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation.
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
DDT plants that. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it? Beautiful transition.
And now the cover.
Got it. There's the winners of the tag match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
And then you can talk about this. You cannot talk about this. And according to that reasoning, the medallion disappeared, I guess, in the early 1960s, prompting Bender to write his book, which was published in 1962. And, you know, I mean, it's not difficult to understand why people would have a very hard time to believe that. Where's the evidence? Oh, well, the evidence disappeared. Antarctica, like, especially in 1950s,
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their way.
Yeah, Judgment Day won't rest until there's nobody left to
yeah,
completely
day.
taken over WWE.
Hey guys, it's so great to be back here in Minneapolis, the home of such great sports entertainment history. Well-placed kick. Boom!
He manages to slip out of the way.
Big impact. Looked like JD's focus got rattled there.
Yeah, and this is the hostility Jacob Fatu wanted to bring. He's rising to his feet in a perilous situation.
Another big move!
DDT!
Is that all she wrote for McDonough?
2 count.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Every now and then,
Jacob Fatu.
In 1964, he was very much involved in film recording of missile launches out of White Sands Proving Ground in New Mexico, where ballistic missiles were being tested. And what they would do is they would launch it.
Actually, I just want to check something on the live events.
Flying down range, we got all 3 stages of powered flight, and as the W warhead and the package flew on down range, we were all celebrating the fact that we had seen the thing and accomplished the mission. When I got back to the base with the film the next day, I was called in to watch Major Florence Jane Mansford, and there were 3 people in gray suits standing there. There was a 16mm camera and a screen set up. Major Mansford said, "Lieutenant, sit down and watch this," and suddenly he said, "Just watch this." And as I watched, the warhead, the dummy warhead, the chaff was put up for as a decoy to deflect the Russian missile tracking radar. And during one of these test missiles, completely haywire and didn't perform as expected. It crashed. And on review,
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just go take what you want? If you don't like it, then he has all the JDs.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT the river.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
2.
Scores the win. What a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
away from us, like a saucer type of an object that was clearly interacting with this missile. And it was when this object appeared, the missile went, and I think it shot some, like a laser or a beam. I think it was a very well defined laser type of a beam that was directed at this missile. And at that moment, the missile went off course and just crashed.
Well, first of all, Major Mansford.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just go, oh, it's coming!
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! This spells trouble for McDonough.
Turning it into a pin for the win.
And they score the win. What a tag match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob.
Interacting with the ICBM. The Major also disclosed that 2 agents who were not the CIA took the footage and altered it. All film evidence of the UFO and its interactions with the missile were missing. The Major reported that one agent said to him, "That leaves you off the hook, but not off disclosure." Understood?
Somehow the Major said to Jacobs that these men told him they erased the
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in there.
What's JD in for?
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and that DDT was well delivered.
Is that all she wrote for McDonough? Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu, The Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Wade Barrett.
To vandalism against property damage, and acts of intimidation, which that's going to intimidate people. So the whole point of this type of activity, obviously, be to frighten you, the witness, enough to realize you better not talk about this because you're dealing with people who will damage you. And if they can wiretap your phone or if they can threaten you at any
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just go, here it comes?
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! Is that all she wrote for McDonough?
Going right into the pin attempt. 2.
And that's it. Scores the win for the team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob.
It's easy to see why people would conclude that. Some of those individuals are described physically as having very pasty skin or very unusual physical features, like very thin, clothes don't fit them properly, odd behavioral characteristics. In some cases, the witness will say that they almost seem to lose power or energy in the middle of the interview, and then they just leave as if they're like robots running out of battery power, something like that.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in there.
What's JD in for?
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and just got caught with that DDT.
Jacob about to end this fight. And it's over. Big tag team win there.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Debunking those claims through proxy. Credible reports of abduction circulated throughout the UFO community and was met with heavy skepticism by debunkers.
He got his start as a debunker in the mid-1960s with the idea of ball lightning to explain away one particular interesting UFO event. Through the 60s, made it his personal vendetta to destroy the career of James McDonald, the astrophysicist who was a very, very strong UFO proponent. And then by the 1970s, class really was hitting big.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar. Oh, could this be it?
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Oh, what a DDT.
This spells trouble for McDonough.
There's 2.
Big time win in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob.
20th century was a man named Philip J. Class. Now, Class wasn't a true man in black, the way that previous men in black were described, coming in your house and threatening you. Class worked in a different way. He engaged in countless smear campaigns through the media to discredit individuals associated with UFOs, most famously the atmospheric physicist James McDonald, who is really a hero in the UFO field.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point, Byron.
He has a hold of JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! This spells trouble for McDonough.
Into the pinfall for the victory.
the team of Jacob Batu.
One UFO report that cannot be explained in prosaic terms. Maybe this is an alien spaceship. Biggest story of all time. Yet in more than 22 years as a hobby of investigating famous mysterious UFO cases, reports, I have never found one that cannot be explained in prosaic earthly terms.
He once tried to bribe one of Travis Walton's co-workers.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar.
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
Down with a DDT. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it? 2.
Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob.
He definitely was promoted by Edward Condon of the famous Condon Committee from the late 1960s that infamously tried to debunk UFOs scientifically.
Our latest book, Stanton Friedman and I have written fact, fiction, and flying saucers. It's based upon years of archival research. He went to Harvard, read Donald Menzel's archival files.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn? Jacob's planning something here.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Absolutely spiked.
DDT.
2 count.
And that's it. Scores the win for the team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Batu.
In the media, to make public statements about UFOs, I would advise you to use Philip Glass.
Condon certainly worked hard to try to promote Philip Glass as much as possible as someone who would be relied upon to give the proper perspective on UFOs, that is the skeptical debunking attitude of UFOs through the media. Glass is someone who was able to get New York Times op-ed pieces and articles.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point.
He has all the JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! Is that all she wrote for McDonald?
There's 2.
And it's over. Big tag team win there.
He would just smear you with his great career.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Batu, The Rock, Rey Mysterio.
Was put out. We know it was a cover story based on the testimony of the people who put out the cover story.
Whatever happened at West or whatever the objects were, they were being tracked. They were being tracked from where they were coming from. They'd been tracked over previous days, and there was some sense of there being a surveillance going on of these objects. And that's why the response could be as fast as it was to Westall.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their way.
Oh, this could be something.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Absolutely spiked.
DDT. 2. Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Batu.
The person who took the photograph himself, even though he didn't want it published in the newspaper, he gave it to a friend who leaked it. He never wanted it made public, but it was, and it then resulted in the Air Force visiting him at his home. An interview was held with him, and he claims that
We're slowly getting there, guys.
that photograph going into the newspaper was because it showed the object.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn?
Looking to hit this.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Down by the DDT.
Is that all she wrote for McDonough? 2. Scores the win. What a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of
Australian town called Westall. And this is 1966. This is a really incredible UFO incident. I had the privilege of visiting Westall myself some years ago and going to the schoolyard where all of this happened. And the story was you have all the kids run out of the school because someone saw this UFO coming over property there.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly. What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here? DDT! Is that all she wrote for McDonough? Could that be enough?
For the win!
Got it! What a match and what a great team!
Here are your winners, the team of
Know for certain there was a science teacher named Daniel who stated that these looked like Australian Air Force came to his house. And there were 2 of them, and they absolutely threatened his career, possibly his freedom, if he was to continue talking about this. They made it clear to no one said, you're not going to talk about this, or you're going to have some serious repercussions.
Remember, the military arrived.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good. Jacob's playing something here.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Boom! DDT! Is that all she wrote for McDonough? 2. Wow, got it. Big time tag team win.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Informed that yes, they were Commonwealth police officers, not Victorian state police officers, but Commonwealth police officers. So it looks like there was some involvement at that level as well.
While I think that it might have started out with a paranormal element, I think it may have been that the government took this and they used it as a psychological operation or a test tube to try out various forms of psychological control.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes.
You idiot.
Whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just go, he has a hold of JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Spiked. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Following it up with the cover.
2 count.
Scores the win. What a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob.
FAA controller said, I don't have anybody. Do you have anybody? He said, it's not mine. And he came back and said, we have no traffic here. And a couple times during the operation, Japanese pilot would say he's now at 11 o'clock, he's now at 1 o'clock, he's now at 3 o'clock, and he's bouncing around this guy here. And when he would say that, the military guy would come in and say he's now at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and he would confirm the military control.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just...
This can't go well. And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
And quickly now, shoulders down for the win.
And they score the win. What a tag match.
the team of Jacob Fatu.
They changed his altitude and still stayed with him. They gave him a 360. When you're 747, you make a 360. It takes you a few minutes to turn around and go a lot of space. It still stayed with him. Either in the front and the side. Fine. 0, I approve 1628. Deviation is necessary for traffic. The traffic stays at 1628 through turns and descents in the vicinity of Fairbanks.
Another very interesting.
We're gonna take it to 50 guys, then I'll probably have a break and get some dinner. We'll
Here
see
we go
how
with
we're
the Judgment
doing.
Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their way. Oh, here it comes!
And looking at Jacob Fatu and just playing him with that DDT there.
Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
2.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu, the Rock.
Like the Arctic Circle area actually flying down over the state of Alaska. And this entire 29-minute recorded incident occurred, in which this airliner was accosted by an enormous, absolutely enormous object. That is drawings of it by the pilot. His name is Kenjiro Teruuchi. And it's almost like this massive...
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn when you can just go for the home run?
And looking at Jacob Fatu. DDT!
Is that all she wrote for McDonough?
2. And keeps his partner alive.
Samoa drop. Incredible.
And right away into the pin. There's 2.
Got it. What a match and what a great team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
do the things that they're doing, they eventually depart. You can imagine the fear. So Teruuchi is getting permission to try to move his aircraft differently just to get away from this thing. And the entire experience lasted for 29 minutes in terms of the actual observation.
The next day, I got a call from someone with the scientific study group or the CIA. I'm not sure what was the first time. And they wanted to know...
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar. He has all the JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! This spells trouble for McDonough. Looking for the pin, but was that enough?
2 count. Kick out at 2.
Where in the world is he getting this from?
His beating heart will not be stopped.
I can see it in the eyes from here. Disbelief. Unbelievable how this one is still going on.
Oh, Samoan drop. Going for the win. Not letting up. And it's over. Big tag team win there.
Here are your winners, the team of...
I don't think that's ever made clear where these guys are. But there they come in and they confiscate all of the data, and they are warning everyone, you are never, ever, ever going to talk about this. Ever taking on evidence. Callahan kept his copy. That was the thing. He didn't give it up. He didn't let them know. They didn't ask. I don't think they asked him directly for it. And he just kind of slid below the radar.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point, Byron.
He has all the JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Oh, what a DDT! Is that all she wrote for McDonough? And that's it. Scores the win for the team.
upfront, extremely candid, very articulate, very smart man. And he's got the credibility and the background.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn? He has a hold of JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT plants them. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
2. Got it. There's the winners of the tag match.
Here are your winners. The team of Jacob Fatu.
The CIA, the FBI, the NSA, something else entirely.
Here we go.
In the military, the Men in Black are a mystery. Over the years, encounters with Men in Black have decreased as their legend has grown, even into pop culture. No longer are you interrogated and threatened by a government spook or a nameless agent from an unknown cabal of organizations. As proxies continue debunking and smearing credible witnesses,
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn?
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
Connecting on the DDT.
Jacob about to end this fight.
2.
Wow, got it. Big time tag team win.
Here are your winners. The team of Jacob Fatu.
Trying to obtain what information these witnesses had regarding the sighting or the acquisition of the program. They took some photographs. The MIB would show up, try to get those photographs. But ever since the 50s, people started seeing flying objects, flying objects. Depending on the accuracy and the credibility.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar.
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
What a DDT! Wow. Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
2. Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners. The team of Jacob Fatu.
Call it Men in Black, but there were people within a certain agency within the government, the Air Force Special Activities Center. They were the ones that control these Men in Black. It was a unit stationed at Fort Belgrade, Virginia, dealt with obtaining information from witnesses. But the controversy, of course, centers around how
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly. What's JD in for?
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and we can't overlook how devastating that DDT was.
Cover, cover, cover! 2. Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners. The team of Jacob.
And so they're out there on a mission. Now, how they operate that from that point on is really up to them. How are they going to get that information? If you're the witness, and we've tried officially, where 2 Air Force officers come to you in uniform, not Men in Black, but in uniform, come to you and say, we're from the United States Air Force.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar. He has all the JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! Jacob about to end this fight.
Transitions into the pin. Is this it?
And it's over. Big tag team win there.
Here are your winners. The team of Jacob Fatu,
classified aircraft yesterday or whenever, and we need to look at those pictures. And you only have one way of doing this. You have to turn them over to us, or we're going to go to the court of law.
Give me a few secs, guys, just so I can work out what I'm doing. Alright guys, we do have a little bit more time to play, so that's a good thing. I am just going to have a quick smoke though.
Eventually they stood right in front of something they could only describe as being from out of this world. This small tribe of metallic crabs has strange symbols etched into its surface. It evidently that lit up the canopy of the forest, and it was almost soundless. It is said that the craft took off in an instant from the forest floor as if it disappeared into the night sky before them. These three eyewitnesses made their way back to the base by car, where many other observers stationed. They were surprised in civilian clothing waiting for them. And to quote John Burroughs, there were gentlemen there with sunglasses who took Jim and Ed off somewhere. We no longer saw them after we traded in our weapons, and I felt betrayed because they wouldn't talk to me anymore. What was said to them to clam them up so tight? I have no idea. This story follows an age-old pattern of a prominent Men in Black cover-up. A UFO incident occurs.
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, all in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their way. This could be big.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT! Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it? This has to be it.
There's two.
And they score the win. What a tag match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
First 3 years were at Elmendorf Air Force Base in Alaska, and the other 3 years were at Fort George G. Meade in Maryland, the home of NSA. Now, my role for NSA was as a computer technician, primarily systems and network administration for surveillance. I cannot get into specifics of what exactly we were surveilling, but essentially I offered computer support for those that were performing this function. Of course, I had a top secret clearance, a TSS SCI clearance specifically, and that is very compartmentalized. Now, on occasion, we did have a need to exit the NSA campus and go to an off-site location, and there are a plethora of these types of locations across the country, and these locations were basically hidden in plain sight. You know, they would be at just small, maybe strip malls that were, out of the way, so they just had some local business.
Bear with me, guys.
Offices, that sort of thing. And when we would have to go to these locations, we could not arrive in our military attire. They did not want it to be known that this was actually a government operation and the military was involved. So we are required as protocol to dress in black suits and a tie to go to these locations.
And I've got actually an email from one of the OSI agents who was involved and confirmed all this. Telling us to come to it, which is, I personally was
I'm seriously so tired, guys. I'm not gonna go stupid and just bust grind. I'm just gonna chill and grind, so. We've still got like 180,000 to go thereabouts. So yeah, won't get it today, but probably tomorrow after Mania we'll get it.
The Judgment Day has turned themselves into one of the most formidable groups in all of WWE. Cutthroat tactics, rule bending, backstage ambushes. They'll do whatever it takes to win.
I respect Judgment Day's approach to competition. Why play by the rules and wait your turn? He has all the JD.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
DDT is
that all she wrote for McDonough?
There's two.
Got it. What a tag match we just saw.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu, Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Wade Barrett.
And in fact, this is 2002, and I was one of the new guys in the field at that time, and I had actually put myself on communications from his team, and they were interested in interviewing me for this show. So I was excited. I thought, oh, this is awesome. And then I discovered now the show fell through no more. So what's interesting is that the day that show was canceled has a very interesting story. According to what Aykroyd said, he's out taking a break, having a smoke outside, and there's a very unsettling man in black who's
Here we go with the Judgment Day in the ring. This group causes chaos and destruction wherever they go, in the pursuit of amassing as much power as they can.
Judgment Day is a legitimate threat to anyone in WWE. They have the numbers, the talent, and they will smash any superstar in their way. Jacob's planning something here.
And looking at Jacob, too.
Implanted by the DDT. This spells trouble for McDonough. 2.
And that's it. Scores the win for the team.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu.
Sure, car gone. That's what happened. And then 2 hours later, we were told we were not to continue taping, and the show was canceled and not there. I don't know. Was that an MIB experience?
very interesting, creepy video that is available.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly.
Good point, Byron. Judgment Day has made a pretty successful career out of bending the rules and using any advantage.
He wants it one more time.
And looking at Jacob Fatu, and talking about giving a DDT with authority.
Is that all she wrote for McDonough? Got it. There's the winners of the tag match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jacob Fatu, Rock, Rey Mysterio, and Wade Barrett.
And during a loss like this will cause the Judgment Day to question their powers.
The Judgment Day won't go away. This kind of loss will only drive them to finish the job.
You see all the hotel traffic coming in and out of the hotel. And then you see these two fairly large men in big black trench hats. And at least one of the people there is like obviously intimidated by them and walks away. You see them. So they go in. Furthermore, when you see, at least to my view, one of them
I forget which one that was. Bear with me, guys. Just trying to.
Day-to-day existence, there lies a story so compelling that it challenges the very boundaries of what we accept as reality. The domain of the men in black, entities that exist at the crossroads of myth and the eerily tangible, casting long shadows over our understanding of the unknown. These mysterious figures, often perceived as dark agents or guardians of cosmic secrets, emerge silently in the aftermath of UFO sightings and encounters with phenomena they defy. Their appearances are marked by an unsettling aura of intimidation and the murmuring of secrets.
The Judgment Day is assembled here with nothing but menacing looks on their faces. They're out to do some serious damage here tonight.
Aren't they always? The Judgment Day approaches every match with astounding ferocity. They're not here to make friends or to compete fairly. What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here? DDT!
Jacob.
Theories that stretch the limits of our understanding, from interdimensional travelers to manifestations of collective thought, and to confront the mysteries that lie just beyond the edge of our perception. Prepare to embark on a narrative that will linger with you, prompting you to question the fabric of your own reality. This exploration into the Men in Black phenomenon is not just an inquiry into the unknown, but a voyage that might just redefine your understanding of what is possible. Step into this exploration, but be prepared. The revelations we uncover may forever change how you view the world around you. Welcome to the enigmatic and shadowed world of the Men in Black.
Alright guys, I will stop there, but yeah, I'll probably be back a bit later on. At least that's the plan. Yeah, we'll probably grind for a couple of hours later. And see where we're at. Alright guys, till later on, stay safe, take care, and I will see you all soon.